What a performance that was. Manchester United beat Chelsea 2-1. Now, people in the comments will say it's only Chelsea, but they went toe-to-toe with Man City. They went toe-to-toe with Spurs. And guess what? They drew against Man City and they did beat Spurs. But you know what? Man United comfortably, not just we comfortably beat Chelsea 2-1 at Old Trafford. And that's probably, again, one of the best games I've actually seen United play this season. That performance and Everton's performance in the last few weeks, they've been our best performances in the Premier League this season. McTominay is an absolute goal machine at the moment. Can't stop scoring goals. I mean, what is it? 4 goals in 8 appearances, whatever it is for him. As a midfielder and in a team that's not scoring a lot of goals, McTominay is massively vital to this team. You know my thoughts on McTominay. I am going to stay to my word. I do think he's a massive impact player. I do feel like Scott Mctominay lacks a lot of the build-up in possession, and it does kind of ruin us, and that's why we have so much space in the midfield. But when he's driving into that box, we know what he's capable of. Scoring a brace tonight, he was absolutely brilliant again in that department. But again, the tracking back, defensive work, it does still need work on, but hopefully he can just improve and get better with more and more performances. Amrabat, you know, when I saw the team tonight, I was happy, but I also wasn't. I was a bit concerned about that midfield, because Amrabat and McTominay in their last few games, when they have been that part of that partnership, they haven't really played well together. But tonight, I mean, he looks like Sebastian Veron tonight, Amrabat. He was absolutely brilliant, and hopefully, if he continues like that, we've got no issue with him, and hopefully we can make it a permanent sign. I know it's only one game, we're not getting ahead of ourselves, but he was a force tonight. He was absolutely brilliant. Now, I just want to quickly analyse the goal we conceded. Now, for me, I blame Andre Onana. Now, some people blame the defence. Lindelof was very late to react on Cole Palmer. You know, it wasn't Harry Maguire's man that he should have been marking. So it was a scrappy goal for Cole Palmer. I blame Onana for that goal, not because he's an easy target, but because I felt like he was very late to react when diving. It wasn't like Cole Palmer hit a power shot. You know, it was a curled shot. I didn't have a lot of pace behind it, and just went in the far corner. Now, with Onana, I just felt he was very late to react, and, you know, it is poor defensively, and I do blame the goalkeeper more than I would the defence. Lindelof did get caught out a few times, and that was why he took off at half-time, I believe. It didn't look like he had any injuries or anything, so I think Erik Ten Hag took him off because he knew he was getting ran ragged in that first half, which is a good substitution by Erik Ten Hag. We've said on this channel, we've been saying all season, Erik Ten Hag needs to start making substitutions that change the game. And you know what? He changed the game tonight. Now, I personally would have brought on Jonny Evans at half-time and would have kept Luke Shaw at left-back. But he brought on Reguilon. Luke Shaw was moved to left-back. And again, Luke Shaw, for the amount of time he was on the yellow card for as well, I think he did very well with his discipline. He should have got sent off. You know, he did do the same thing where he threw the ball away when it was a Chelsea free kick. He should have been sent off. I'm not going to hide behind it. You know, he should have got sent off. I don't know how we got away with one there. But, yeah, with Man United, it was a very, very good performance tonight. I think Erik Ten Hag got it spot on. And on to Bournemouth for the weekend. And what changes do I make? None. Absolutely none. I felt like the team was very good tonight. Maybe Jonny Evans instead of Lindelof, but Bournemouth have been in good form as well. But obviously, we'll be doing all the analysis stuff tomorrow about Bournemouth. But it should be a very decent game against Man United versus Bournemouth. But we are here to talk about Chelsea. You know, I just felt like we were very controlled in that game. And let's actually look at the stats as well. What was it? 23, 24 shots we had. We had about 9 on target throughout the game. When was the last time we saw them type of stats from Man United, especially at Old Trafford? That was a brilliant game of football, and we controlled the game. We tore apart Chelsea. Chelsea had maybe 1, maybe 2 big chances. They scored from the 1. And realistically, we battered Chelsea tonight. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but come on, guys. You know, we absolutely tore Chelsea apart. And you know what? I am a bit disappointed that the Old Trafford crowd didn't get behind Man United straight away. But, you know, once we scored a goal, you know, Old Trafford started getting a bit noisy again. You know, the library, you know, I love Old Trafford. It's a massive historic stadium, but the fans are fed up, and I can understand why the fans aren't behind the team at the moment, because the performances have been way too inconsistent, and there have been a lot of poor performances this season. So I can understand why season ticket holders are selling their tickets and returning their tickets, because they don't want to watch it anymore because of how bad we have been, and we want change. And for the majority that want Glazers out as well, that's also another department and another reason for why Old Trafford is as silent as it is at the moment. There is hardly any passion in that stadium at the moment. But we'll also talk about the penalty right at the start, because Bruno Fernandes could have made it 1-0 earlier in the game when United did get a penalty. By the way, it was a clear penalty on Antony. I felt VAR ruled it out. They ruled it in very, very well. The referee let it play on a little bit, but VAR did very, very well. It was a clear foul on Antony. And you know what? Enzo Fernandez was very late. I don't know what he was doing, but yeah, it was a clear penalty, and Bruno Fernandes, was a bit too cocky. It was a poor penalty. I mean, the commentary was saying it was a brilliant save. It wasn't. It was practically between the corner and the centre of the goal. It was right. It was an easy save to make. All the keeper had to do was get down and make the save. It wasn't hard. He didn't have to make an acrobat or a proper good save. It was a terrible penalty from Bruno. And Bruno had a bit of a difficult game today. I felt like he went missing a lot. His set pieces, his free kicks, also shooting on target. I felt like that he just needs to think more. His delivery, I do feel like we need a better set piece taker. I'm going to say that. I do like Bruno, but on set pieces, we are very, very wasteful in my opinion. And moving on, Antony. Because, we won us the penalty. Yes, we didn't capitalise and we didn't score from it. But Antony today, tracking back, being direct, that's what we saw against Galatasaray. That was the audition. And Erik Ten Hag now dropped Rashford. It wasn't because Rashford was suspended in Europe or anything like that. He dropped Rashford tonight. Clearly, Erik Ten Hag either saw something and actually realised what the fans have been demanding for weeks for Rashford to be dropped, or something's happened and he wanted to give Antony a run out. But whatever happened, it was the right decision. And Antony was brilliant tonight, and my contender for man of the match. McTominay did score the 2 goals. Automatically, he does get man of the match. But I would be debating someone like Antony or someone like Amrabat as an overall performance. I felt like both players were very, very good today. Now, Garnacho, let's quickly brief about him. He tried attempting a bicycle kick again. It's entertainment. We love Garnacho. But again, Garnacho is very, very wasteful as well. I love Garnacho, but I still think he's massively overhyped by this fan base. I know he's young, he's 20 years old, he's got many years ahead of him as a youth player. But at the end of the day, his decision making and finding out his teammates, them little things is what's going to make him a better player with link-up play, because that will also build chemistry with your teammates as well, because you could do it on the training ground or on the pitch for the 90 minutes. And you could start working little tactics for yourselves on the pitch. When Dalot was making an overlapping run for Antony, or Luke Shaw, vice versa with Garnacho, they can do quick 1-2s and find each other. Then when Luke Shaw or Dalot are holding up the play, it allows our wingers to get more in tune and into a better space to receive the ball. And that could create a more dangerous attack. I feel like that will happen with experience, and Garnacho we're relying on him a lot at the moment. I do like Garnacho a lot, but I just feel like that he's very wasteful at the moment as well. But like I said as well, it will come with experience, and as he gets older, as he gets more mature, no doubt that'll be a trait he'll pick up on. And he's very good upcoming talent, I think. I do still think he's massively overhyped. That beautiful bicycle kick was amazing that he scored against Everton. But at the end of the day, I feel like that he just needs to simplify his game a lot more. Harry Maguire as well. Harry Maguire also is the November Player of the Month for the Premier League, not just Man United, for the Premier League. That's an amazing achievement. The redemption arc, the resurgence of Harry Maguire has been a massive, brilliant fairy tale story. And he was completely solid tonight, and he's just a true professional. He's took this opportunity with every ounce of grip he has, and he's smashed it, and arguably one of our most important players at the moment. But, United win comfortably 2-1 against Chelsea. There were moments from Chelsea, and no doubt Bournemouth will give us a good game at the weekend. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, because being a Man United fan at the moment, it's like I feel like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I'm either going to fall over or I'm halfway, or I'm just going to be stood up. I'm literally halfway rocking. It's literally an eyesore to watch Man United at the moment. You don't know what you're going to get. It's like a selection box. You know, you dip your hand in, you don't know what you're going to get. Hopefully it's not a bouncer. I don't know if people like bouncers, but if you do, you're an absolute freak in my opinion. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and yes, come on, Man United. I'm just really happy we won the game because it was a must-win, especially to get the media off Erik Ten Hag's back. But no doubt, when things start going wrong again, the little vultures in the media will be all over Ten Hag like a rash once again. But it's down to the players and down to Ten Hag and the fans as well to shush the haters, because that's what being a Man United fan is all about. Hated, adored, but never ignored. Thank you for watching and subscribe to the channel if you are new.